Welcome to the Introduction to Bungee Builder. My name is Brad Hinsey and I'm going to guide you through a quick tour of Bungee Builder. The first time you log into Bungee Builder, you are presented with the Start tab. This tab will guide you through learning about Bungee Builder. From here you can watch videos like this, walk through tutorials, and experiment with different controls. Once you feel comfortable with Bungee Builder, you can hide this Start tab or reorder the other tabs from within the Preferences tab. Most of the development magic happens within the Design tab. From here, you can develop your applications. As you can see, Bungee Builder is laid out like many development environments. Up here in the left corner are the toolbars with buttons for New Solution, Open Solution, or New Project. Next to the Solution toolbar is the Run toolbar. This button will immediately simulate a form or page without compiling or uploading to a server. On the far right is the Solution Explorer. This is where you will manage all of the elements of your application. The projects and classes are displayed here in the top portion, and fields, functions, and forms are viewed down below in the solution detail. To add new elements to your solution, you can use the toolbars across the top in the Solution Explorer, or you can right-click on the element you want to add to. From the right-click menu, you will check projects and classes in and out when collaborating with other developers, and to deploy your application. A little icon next to the project or class will give you visual feedback about the status of that element. A plus means the object is new and has not been checked in. The green check mark means you have it checked out, and the red indicates that someone else has it checked out. The tooltip will show you who has it checked out if you hover over the element. In the center pane is the Design Editor. This is where you will lay out forms and create the application logic. Next to that is the Toolbox and Event Viewer. When working on a form inside the Design pane, the Toolbox shows a list of controls you can use to build out the user interface. One of the time-saving features of Builder is the automatic binding of controls to elements from within your Solution Explorer. For instance, if I click on this string and then drag a label from the top category of the toolbox called Selection, when I drop it onto the form, the string is automatically bound to the label. As you can see, there are many controls you can use to build your application. You'll find most of the controls you'd expect, but there are some very useful ones that are unique to Bungee, particularly the dynamic form and form list controls. These are extremely flexible controls that I'm sure will make it into most of your projects. If I open a function, you'll notice the toolbox changes to show a list of statements you can use to build out the application logic. The syntax is a C-family syntax, so you should find it familiar. To debug your application, you can click on a statement and then set the breakpoint property in the upper right corner of the property editor. Now, when you simulate your application, it will stop at that point and you can inspect your class and variables. Let me show you. I'll just switch back to a form and simulate it. Then execute the function. Now, the breakpoint window has come up and you'll notice in the background the function has opened and the statement with the breakpoint has been highlighted. Back in the breakpoint window, I can expand the class and the vars to find their values. Another useful tool in debugging an application is the Event Viewer, here behind the toolbox. You can add messages to your application logic which will be put into the Event Viewer so you can inspect them while the app is running or after you have closed the simulation. You'll notice that the Builder interface is very interactive. As I select different elements within the solution, the interface will change dynamically. That's it for a quick introduction to Bungee Builder. You can find additional videos and tutorials in the Start tab.